And we're live. Take it away.
Okay, hi everybody. We are so excited to be here. My name is Colleen Kata, and this lady will be here. Yeah, go ahead, Wyra. Yeah.
Oh, and I'm Wyra Forster.
Yep. And I'm just gonna do a little bit of housekeeping in English, and then Wyra is going to do a little Spanish intro, and we're gonna get right on with the program. We're so excited for all the great people that we have this lineup, and so we're part of the respecting our mother, songs and poetry for a planet in crisis, and we also have speakers and visual artists. So we're very, very happy to see this peña, as they say in Spanish, ¿no? Y estamos muy emocionados de estar aquí, y Wyra va a introducirlo todo en español, ¿no? Pero okay, so let's get started. We at the People's Music Network are here to sustain and grow a diverse community of performing artists, activists, and allies who use music, poetry, and other art forms as catalysts for a just and peaceful world. And so there's a few reminders of how we run tonight's program. Please share the YouTube live stream where we have the link in the Zoom chat, so please do share it. And if you're watching on Facebook, just press share and share it out. And if you want for the performers, if you would like the lyrics of the song to be displayed while you perform, please tell us. You can just write it in the chat. You can let us know. And our tech guru, Ben Grosscup, the director of People's Music Network, he also is a great guru with tech. He can share the lyrics on the big screen, and then you become small. So you can, if you don't, it's your option if you want the lyrics shared or not. And also, I might say that the lyrics will be translated. Marcy Boy did a great job translating lyrics English to Spanish and vice versa. And then we just asked the performers to offer some encouragement. When you go up next, offer some verbal, encouragement to the performer before you. Just a word or two is fine. And also, you can also use the chat box for written encouragement throughout the whole program. So if you feel moved by something, just go ahead and say it. And we're looking forward to your comments. And then the last piece. The last is a reminder that we do have a pretty full program, so please keep your. We have invited guests. Oh, we have invited guests tonight who will have 10 minutes to present their work. We're very excited about them, and then the other performers will have 5 minutes. So please respect that 5-minute or under limit. And that's everything. I'm passing it on to Wyra. Bienvenida, Wyra. Hola.
Bienvenidos todos, bienvenidas y bienvenides. Bueno, tenemos un programa, va a estar muy genial. Y para la introducción, bienvenido una vez más al People's Music Network por Songs and Freedom and Struggle. Nosotros como People's Music Network estamos aquí para mantener y hacer crecer una comunidad diversa de artistas escénicos, activistas y aliados que utilizan la música, la poesía y otras formas de arte como catalizadores para un mundo justo y pacífico. Algunos recordatorios sobre cómo estamos ejecutando el intercambio. Primero, comparte la transmisión en vivo de YouTube. Estamos publicando el enlace para esta transmisión en vivo en Zoom Chat. Si está viendo en Facebook Live, simplemente presione compartir en el video para compartir el evento con una audiencia más amplia. Segunda parte, la letra. Si desea, la letra de su canción se muestra en línea mientras actúa. Por favor, díganos que quiere que esto suceda antes de comenzar a actuar. Eso es para los artistas. Si lo hace, nuestro gurú de la tecnología, Ben Grosscup, puede compartir la letra en la pantalla grande y la pantalla de la persona que actúa se vuelve pequeña. Esto es útil si desea animar a todos a cantar con sus palabras en casa. Número 3, ofrezca estímulo verbal. Invitamos a cada intérprete a extender una breve palabra de amor y aliento al intérprete que está justo delante de usted, que exprese lo que sintió y escuchó en su presentación. Es suficiente simplemente decir lo que escuchó y genial si informa que lo que escuchó también lo conmovió. Número 4, utilice el cuadro de chat para animarse mutuamente por escrito durante todo el programa. Si se siente conmovido por algo compartido en el intercambio, puede escribir un breve comentario en el cuadro de chat. Hay 2 registros de chat separados, uno en Zoom para los artistas y otro en Facebook en vivo para todos los que escuchan y comentan ahí. Últimamente, un recordatorio de que para este programa, nuestros invitados se presentan durante 10 minutos y todos los demás tenemos un máximo de 5 minutos. Tenemos un programa repleto, así que asegúrese de respetar el límite de 5 minutos. Gracias. Ya, pues, entonces, Colleen.
Sí, hay una cosita más, es que
Ajá.
después cuando cierre el Facebook, habrá tiempo para los que estén aquí para hablar y charlar por unos minuticos, si quieren. Okay, so just at the end of the event, when the live stream stops, for those who want to, we can just stay after and just debrief a little bit and have some Q&A if we like for the people on Zoom. Thank you.
And that's great. And welcome all friends and allies, accomplices, and bienvenidos todos los aliados, cómplices y amigos. Bueno, entonces vamos a comenzar. Para presentar el primer invitado, vamos a introducir a un ser muy especial, el cacique Johnny Bob, que es the Western Shoshone Nation, the Western Shoshone National Council. And in English, I was just introducing a very special guest that we have here today, Chief Johnny Bob of the Western Shoshone National Council. Hi, Johnny Bob.
Hi.
Welcome. Actually,
My name is
more
Johnny
like
Bob. Johnny Bob. I'm a spiritual person for the Western Shoshone National Council, and I sit here thinking about all the things that need to be told and hear from people about this Mother Earth. I'm going to dedicate this song to and for Corbin Harney that left us a few years ago now. So this song is something that I learned from him, and it comes from him, from Mother Earth. And the Mother Earth is taking care of all the living things on this planet.
And Johnny Bob,
one second.
we'd just like you to turn the camera on. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's try that one more time. We're going to get you so we can see you. There we go. Now we see you, Johnny Bob, and welcome. You can continue.
Yes. This song is about all my relations, what he used to sing at the round dances and the ceremonies that we have with all the people that came to see us. the prayer, Shundahai, means a lot to us. Shundahai is our native language, the Western Shoshone people. I pray for our Mother Earth, our medicine, and the spirits that's on our side, all of our sides. Asha, demi washa, sakatemi sokobati, demi danawana, sakatemi nachuankan, demi nachuankan, oyos, sakati sokobati, demi danawana washa. Demi nawana washa, sakati, with our native people, we sing to the medicine and the spirits above the planet and here on Mother Earth. We have people that's with our fire, air, water, praying with our Mother Earth and our Appa, our Father, and their children that's connected with this Mother Earth. Dami jasa kusunda kan dami wayanda. Awas dami ba dami makata naman nacho ang kwan. Dami Appa wai, dami B wai. Dami oyon suko dami jasa kinacho ang kana. Dami jasa kigarada. Maba dami bichu wai. Dami jasa kinacho ang kana oyokote. Dami natsu. Dami dura magankan. Ashingwai. I hear the voices from the prayers of our children and our Mother Earth when we sing and dance to this Mother Earth. We have joy, happiness, love in our heart. Dami guasha, dami jasa kinachuankan, dami oyon, suko dami jasa kidawankan. Dami na sa sinishin, dami jasa kuwankai ni sakiti dami sokobat, dami jasa kidawankan. Dami bagat, dami kuna wayanda, sakiti dami nachuankan. Dami washi, suko dami bagat, dami nachuankan, suko dami utungan, dami sokobat. We always give water to the fire, around the fire, with our prayers and offerings. We all have this good communication with each other out there when we come together with our ceremonies, with all our relations, with all the people and friends. So this is something that we always carry on as a Western Shoshone nation. We live on this planet. We have things out there that disturbing our traditional ways. We have been disturbed through this whole life of my ancestors and that believing in our good way to where everything is not right now. Everything here has been polluted, water's polluted, air's polluted, things out there is polluting our trees, our food, our berries, the water that connects with all that. We are connected with all that, all the things that we see and feel that we eat. We're dedicated ourselves to this Mother Earth. Our DNA is with our medicine and the trees and the air we breathe. So this is something that all the people that knows how it feels to be with a native, we should all feel the same way about our Mother Earth. We have life here. We have big eternity of our nations with our big, big, our leaders to come, our leaders to see what's happening here on this planet, on this Mother Earth. We're such a little people. We have little Mother Earth. That Mother Earth is very old. We have to do our prayers and ceremonies and gatherings. This Mother is very old to where, we have to take care of it in a good way with our prayers from everybody. So we have a lot of things out there that we will focus on, like what we're doing now with all our native people and all our relations and people out there that have a lot of respect for the food and the animals and four-legged creatures out there that crawls and walks on this earth. There's a lot of things to say, but it's kind of hard to say it over something that is being said over this internet, computer, Facebook, and whatever you want to call that technology that's going on. But at the same time, we're in good hands. We're in good hands with our technology. We are in good hands with the people that's running it. And we all have that good feeling in ourselves to continuing on that good journey wherever we go. We have good feelings with that grandma and grandpa that have set us here to learn from when we were born. We smell the air. When we were born, we see things. We follow things. We study things. We connect with our Mother Earth. Connecting, always connecting. We have very good life here, and that water is very important. Ashingwai. Oh, thank you.
Ashiwaho. Thank you so much, Chief Johnny Bob. That was so educational, and as you said, that the words can't go so far over technology. It's something we have to find in here, and your prayer and sharing your language. Thank you. Sharing your time and energy. Thank you. And if you want to check more of the groundwork that people have observed Chief Johnny Bob putting forward for Mother Earth, and it's there's a link of a really well done documentary of where family and friends stood up against the nuclear power structure, and there's just so much more. So once again, we'll continue the program, but once again, thank you. and so we'll move forward. Awesome. Okay. So, bueno, dije muy agradecido. Ahora vamos a presentar a Colleen Catao. Ella va a tener una presentación, va a hacer una presentación de su gran canción, The Creator Always Wins.
Okay, thank you so much, Johnny Bob and Huayra. Gracias a Johnny Bob y Huayra también para los hispanohablantes. Le agradeció mucho, ¿no?, las palabras de Johnny Bob. Quiero decir que antes de empezar, que estoy cantando y presentando en tierras ocupadas. Es la tierra sagrada, el territorio sagrado de la nación Onondaga. So I just said that before I begin. I just want to say that I am singing in Central New York on the sacred land of the Onondaga, the occupied territories. And so hopefully we will have a speaker from the Onondaga Nation with us later. The song I'm going to do is called The Creator Always Wins. La canción que voy a interpretar se llama El Creador Siempre Gana, o la Creadora Siempre Gana. Y es una conversación entre la Madre Tierra, la Pachamama, y yo, porque yo estaba yo me he sentido muy culpable Y entonces la Madre Tierra me habló y eso es lo que me dijo. So, and then the song is in English. So for those in English, I don't need to translate anymore. The creator always wins. And it's I have a link to this song on YouTube with instrumentation. I'm doing it just a solo with guitar. The sky is stormy. The winds are stronger. I gotta make amends for my sins. I turned to Pachamama. Here's what she told me. She said, sooner or later the Creator always wins. I said, what do you mean by win? And she answered with a smirk. She said, I have been here billions of years, part of the universe, yeah. Well, you may call me Earth, but you make it so you are not welcome here. The fire's raging, the sea is rising. There's gonna be ticks outside all summer long. You poison the planet, that sustains you. How you ever gonna find the strength to carry on? She said you should know by now, you're no better than the waters, and no greater than the air you breathe. If you don't change your ways, you're gonna be a digging your grave. And in the devastation, you'll have no time to grieve. She said, you may walk in my path, but you have not listened. Though I tried to give you so many signs, reparations is your omission, your omission. Now your very existence is on the line. It's gonna take everyone who has a heart to give to stop the burning of precious life. And then she said something that left me hurting, oh so hurting. She said to keep the balance, it's you I sacrifice. So I bowed to Mother Nature and I thanked her profoundly. And I will heed her words and let them sink in. You ought to be doing the same. Survival is not a game. And even if it is, the Creator always wins. Take Pachamama's advice. Change your ways or risk your life. Because sooner or later the Creator always wins. I said sooner or later the Creator always wins. Da la la da la da la da. Cuidado con la Pachamama.
Con la Pachamama viva. ¡Woo! ¡Qué buena, Colleen!
Gracias, thank you.
Quizás a presentar a Raymond puede comentar sobre unos pensamientos de Colleen, de la obra de Colleen. Maybe now that we're presenting Raymond and we have him on screen, Nat Turner, he puts up his applause emoji. Maybe he could comment on Colleen's work. You're on.
Okay, I'm going to try and do a couple of pieces real quick. This first is called Going Green. No Fracking Way, and it's a tribute to one of our former bandmates, a drummer by the name of Daryl Green, who's a fabulous young New York drummer. If you ever get a chance to catch him, check him out. So typically he would be part of our band playing. We would be, he would be soloing and he and I would be exchanging. So anyway, here we go. Independence, sticks, pedals, cymbals, heads, connecting, 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 sticks, pedals, cymbals, heads, connecting, connecting, connecting. Energy, left hand, right foot, left hand, left foot, right hand, left foot, right hand, right, left foot, left. Jazz drummers are real independent energy. Getting to swing, getting to swing, getting to swing states that count across area codes, zip codes, continents, stunted seasons, waterless suicide, fracking, attacking, ejaculating Satan's sperm in stolen land, impregnating Mother Earth's aquifers with baby Bhopal, Fukushimas, cancer cocktails, fracking, attacking, ejaculating, bombing windmills, strafing solar panels, taking out existential geothermal threats with flaming faucets, exploding wells, fracking, attacking, deploying, fox, box, foot soldiers, alligator arm regulators, embedded politicians protecting frackers' profits, fracking, attacking. We are regulators. We're waiting for yellow taping eco-terrorist offices, cars, homes, declaring wells crime scenes, meetings, conspiracies, emails, evidence, issuing cease and desist orders, reading, get your mother fracking fluids out of our aquifers. And this is a piece called Black Lives Matter because racism, anti-Black racism, anti-brown racism, anti-Indigenous people, and anti-Asian racism is also an environmental degradation. But Black Lives Matter unless you listening to loud music, shoveling snow, or own a phone or car. Black Lives Matter unless you breaking up a fight or your brake light's broken. Black Lives Matter unless you a Chicago child unschooled in Mississippi apartheid. Unless you a man not laughing at unfunny jokes and looking up from red mud into steely blue, gray eyes, or resisting rapists coming for your mama, sister, daughter, wife. Black Lives Matter unless you smoking a cigarette or making a turn, unless you're a child scoring sugary snacks in the Sunshine State, unless you unhoused and have healthy reactions to homelessness and its insanity, any city. Black Lives Matter unless you're a doctor describing decent care to Mingala medicine men from your ICU bed. Black Lives Matter unless you caught trying to breathe between swastika and neotene and long white arm of the law. Thank you.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Raymond. And folks might know that Raymond is the poet in residence at the Black Agenda Report. And I posted the link to where you can find some of Raymond's poetry on the Black Agenda Report. I'll put it again here.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you for having me, and keep up the wonderful cultural work that you all are doing.
Awesome. It was great to see Raymond Nat Turner and learn more of what he's up to. And just wanted to also comment back on Colleen's piece too, that her work is available for viewing on other sites as YouTube as well. And just commend both of you for doing what you just complimented the organization for doing, but the cultural work. So and that line that we don't necessarily have to or that line about relinquishing all control, and that's important in the cultural work too. So without further ado, we're gonna go with Nell Levin, and the piece is entitled "Don't Blow Up the Mountain." So that's a different taste. Nell Levin, are you with us?
Michael and Nell.
Michael and Nell are right here.
Yay!
Yeah,
Here we are.
good to see you all today. Hey, and I just want to make comment on Raymond's piece, man. Man, that's like jazz poetry. I could just hear the alto sax running behind there, easy.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we spent time in San Francisco when jazz and poetry was actually happening there.
Right.
Okay.
Y en español, do you mind if I just say something about you guys in Spanish? Just the
Sure.
Please.
Bueno, su creación, su obra se llama No, actually, I don't know, blow up, but no hagas explotar las montañas. Entonces, ahí está Michael y Nell, Miguel y Nell. Entonces van a presentar su obra ahora. Gracias.
Okay. Well, we're coming to you from the South. We're coming to you from
Nashville.
East Nashville, Tennessee. And so we're moving to a different area of the country here to talk about environmental degradation. This song I wrote after I saw a video of a mountaintop being blown up. And right here in the South, particularly in West Virginia, parts of Tennessee and Virginia, they are blowing up mountains. They've blown up over 500 mountains to get that coal out, to keep our lights on. And it's an incredible environmental destruction. And as you will see in this video, when they get done, it looks like a moonscape. Everything is gone. And the reason why they're doing it is because it's a lot cheaper to blow up a mountain with a big piece of equipment than it is to hire a bunch of coal miners to go down in underneath the ground and get this coal out. So it destroys jobs as well as destroying the land. So
in addition, the environmental degradation runs not only to blowing the tops of mountains up, but the debris that flows down into the rivers and streams poisons them. And there's a very high incidence of cancer in the communities surrounding these areas.
yeah. So I wrote this song, and we're going to show the video that that goes along with the song. And it came from a video actually that was produced by a filmmaker here called Jeff Berry. It was called Kilowatt Hours, OURS, kilowatt hours. And his film starts with a picture of a light bulb going off and then crashing. You see the mountain being blown up. So anyway, it's a pretty dramatic sight, and that's what inspired me to write this song and for us to produce this video. And it's gotten quite a few hits one version of it has gotten quite a few hits on YouTube. So anyway, I think, Ben, you got the video, right?
I almost got it up. Just one second here.
Okay.
I have them all. I need just a second just to pull this up. So Wyra,
That's perfect.
go ahead.
Because I had an announcement to make, and it's a reminder announcement, and that is to remind everyone that in the chat of the Facebook and the YouTube, we have tech people working behind the scenes to provide lyrics to what we're saying in both English and Spanish. Entonces, un anuncio es que tenemos la letra de las canciones y de la poesía en el chat de las transmisiones en vivo de YouTube y también en Facebook. Así que podemos entendernos mejor.
La letra en español se encuentra en el chat, pero la letra en inglés se encuentra, hay un enlace que yo voy a poner otra vez en el chat.
Okay. Entonces, so Marcy was just explaining that the English lyrics are going to be in a document, and she's going to post that in the chat.
I'll say one more thing.
Ben, are you ready?
I have the video.
All right,
Okay,
let's
just
do
one
this.
last
Let's
thing I
do
want to
this.
say about this video. This was recorded with our band that we used to have called the Shelby Bottom String Band. So that's who you're hearing performing this song. But Michael is the lead singer, and I'm the fiddle player and the writer on this song. So here we go.
Don't blow up the mountain. Don't blow up the mountain. Don't blow up the mountain, boys. 'Cause when it's gone, it's gone, it's really gone. When it's gone, it's really gone. West Virginia mountain, air smells so sweet. Up above the tree line, far from the city heat. Twilight falls, the sun sinks low. Stars above gently glow. Here we are in paradise. Let's open up our eyes. And don't blow up the mountain. Don't blow up the mountain. Don't blow up the mountain, boys. 'Cause when it's gone, it's gone, it's really gone. When it's gone, it's really gone. God built the mountain, part of his perfect plan. He didn't build the mountain to be blown up by man. We grabbed the coal, crushed the trees, nothing's left but our debris. Muddy rivers, poison streams, drowning our dreams. So don't blow up the mountain, don't blow up the mountain, don't blow up the mountain, boys. 'Cause when it's gone, it's gone, it's really gone. When it's gone, it's really gone. Jesus on the mountain told us what to do. Love one another, mother of two. Now clouds of dust fill the sky. Coal trucks go rolling by. Help us, Lord, we've gone astray. Help us find the way. So we don't blow up the mountain. Don't blow up the mountain. Don't blow up the mountain, boys. 'Cause when it's gone, it's gone, it's really gone. When it's gone, it's really gone. Now we can't undo the damage done. When it's gone, it's really
Wow. It's so upbeat and yet so just frustrating. You can't go back in time. No time
No,
machine. So
it's pretty shocking when you really see it.
yeah. Yeah. And yeah, the editing was great, but the overall, I mean, just the music, because that's what we're emphasizing in this, was just so flavorful. I don't know. It was, yeah. I can't say enough about the mood lifting it does, or yeah.
Well, thank you. I'm a fiddle player, so and I obviously when we did it, we were kind of in the groove of Appalachian music. When I wrote the song, yeah.
Yeah, and being on the east, that's the mountain range that we have closest to us. So, and they're very much alive. I definitely relate to that as someone from the mountains too, but different mountains. But
Right.
yeah,
Thank you.
just want to give thanks to the because we're doing lots of acknowledgements of and inclusion of different peoples, for the indigenous peoples that are unmentioned, in these pieces or these lands and by the governments and stuff. So yeah, and there's just so much to learn about, so much to be educated about. So I just want to make a note of that. So I will be introducing next my friend Zandro's piece, taking it from Turtle Island to Condor Nation. And and I guess the details that I have to share about Sandro is that he's an eco clown. He has done lots of outdoor work of clowning for almost like medical clowning. It's a type of clowning that they do for children to help them recover. And I've seen pictures of him on social media where he's outside. So that's a different approach than, and maybe that was just for fun, but I'd like to imagine that that's how a different world could look, where we have more outdoors and people closer to nature as a part of their healing. So his piece is called Enséñame, and he talks about it. So I'm not going to introduce anything further. If we could pull up the video, that would be great. And then I can clarify any and translate any words for the English speakers so that we can get the gist of what it says.
Me inspira que una de mis canciones pueda ser escuchada por toda la gente y también por los que les interesa la naturaleza y darle un homenaje a la tierra. Ya, bueno, una experiencia mía, cuando estuve viajando hace un par de años, haciendo música en la calle, me despojé de todos mis privilegios y solo me lancé con mi instrumento y nada más. Entonces, a veces llegaba al pueblitos, a lugares lejanos que no conocía y estar en contacto con la naturaleza sin tener nada, sin conocer a nadie, sin conocer dónde estás, saliendo de la zona de confort de donde estabas, te hace sentir muy bien y te da como una claridad, te da una inspiración para poder seguir haciendo lo que quieres y para poder hacerlo con más creatividad. Bueno, yo creo que si necesitas reencontrarte con la naturaleza, deberías salir de tu zona de confort y ir a un sitio que no conoces, mandarte solo o acompañado, pero mejor sería solo o sola, y lanzarte y quedarte un par de días sin, sin tener contacto de tu vida, de tus comodidades y todas las cosas que tienes en casa. Con piedras que siempre están duras, tierra que me ayuda a crecer, viento que rozas mi piel, tiempo que eres eterno. Díganme qué hacer, díganme qué hacer, enséñenme a vivir, enséñenme a no caer. Y es así como debo vivir, pensando también en los demás, pensando en lo mejor para mí, porque todo está conectado a la tierra y todo en ella es así. Es así, fuego que quemas mi piel, agua que llenas mi ser, árbol que mueres de pie. Díganme qué hacer, díganme qué hacer, enséñenme a vivir, enséñenme a no caer. Piedras que siempre están duras, tierra que me ayuda a crecer, viento que rozas mi piel. Díganme qué hacer, díganme qué hacer, enséñenme a vivir, enséñenme a no caer.
Yes. So just very quickly that what Zandro presents in his voice too was that when he says anoka, he's falling, and it sounds like his voice is falling, and I really enjoy that part of the performance. But it's saying, yeah, just over and over, teach me the element, teach me, and then every element, fire, water, rocks, or trees, teach me. So being open to learn. Yes.
Great.
Okay. So Colleen, you're back on.
Yes.
How are you doing back there?
Good. Are you, everyone having a good time out there in Facebook Landia and YouTube Landia? Disneylandia? I am so honored to, I'm going to do, Wyatt and I are exchanging back and forth a co-emceeing, and I'm going to just take a moment and introduce my dear friend Jafet Gomez. He's an internationally known artist whose work is deeply rooted in his community and in the land of Colombia. His work extends ever outward like a tree to touch the minds and hearts of all who view it and who participate in it. I'm so honored to have him with us tonight to explain the intertwined artistic projects he realizes, all created with love, reverence for Mother Earth, hope and possibility of peace. So, Jafet Gómez es un gran amigo y es un artista que se conoce internacionalmente, cuyo trabajo está muy arraigado en su comunidad, en el territorio colombiano, y su trabajo extiende a tocar las mentes, las almas, los corazones de todo lo que lo ven y que participan en ello, porque él es muy, muy comunitario en su acercamiento al arte. Y es un gran honor tenerle con nosotros esta noche, y porque es un gran honor. Entonces, Jafet, te doy la palabra.
Hola, buenas noches. De verdad que me alegra mucho este encuentro. Mira que el tema del lenguaje, cómo se supera a través de otras manifestaciones artísticas. Entonces, de verdad, muchas gracias por la invitación.
So Jafet is just really grateful for the invitation, and this is a way we can, the language thing, we can overcome by doing things like this.
Voy a hacer una presentación muy corta de lo que hacemos acá a través de nuestras experiencias artísticas. Bueno, vamos a ayudar con la traducción de Colin. Muchas gracias.
So I'm going to show you a few things that we do here in Popayán, Colombia, which is in the Cauca region, southwest Colombia, with help from Colleen translating.
Sí, vamos a contarles un poco de nuestro trabajo del colectivo cultural Huipala. No sé si quieres hacer la presentación ya.
Sí, ahora sí. Uh-huh.
Bien.
Okay, so I'm going to share a little bit of what we do in Huipala and other things. So here we go.
Sí.
Espera. Oh, wait. Okay.
Sí, tú me dices.
All right. I got to move this. Sorry. It's just that I have to start the slide. Because sometimes that thing. Okay, está bien.
Bueno.
Ya.
Nosotros somos un colectivo cultural que hemos encontrado que a través del arte podemos trabajar con la comunidad para tratar de cambiar ciertas cosas.
So we discovered that through art we can work with the community to foment change. We can work together.
Nos interesa mucho el tema de la identidad, de la cultura, de la ecología y de la participación comunitaria.
We really are interested in identity, in ecology, and in collective community work.
Tenemos un espacio que se llama el Sendero Mágico, que es donde realmente queremos ser como muy consecuentes o muy coherentes con nuestro modo de vida. Por eso en el Sendero Mágico es una propuesta donde trabajamos el arte y la ecología.
So we have a place called the Magic Path, Sendero Mágico, and we kind of intertwine that. Really much is informed by our way of life and joining art and ecology.
Tenemos la Casa Cultural Huipala. No sé si vas pasando las imágenes.
Sí. Oh, ¿por qué no? Okay, sí.
No?
Uh-huh. Yeah, sí. We also have the Huicala shop, which is it's an extension of the Magic Path.
La Casa Cultural Huipala es un espacio de encuentro artístico de diferentes manifestaciones a través de la música, de la pintura, de la poesía, y es como nuestro espacio de encuentro.
It's a meeting space, and we have all kinds of things there, from visual art to poetry to music, and it's also an art store.
Y bueno, y hay otras expresiones que a través de la Escuela de Arte Huipala. Entonces, bueno, esa es otra parte, y ya les contaremos un poquito del muralismo colectivo.
All right, so now there's a third part, which is the collective mural making, and I'm going to explain a little bit about that.
Sigue. El Sendero Mágico, pues es un lugar donde como les decía, tratamos de integrar el arte y la ecología. Es un lugar donde habitamos también y donde tratamos de de vivir nuestra propuesta ecológica.
So we try to integrate, as I said before, art and ecology. This is where we live, this magic path. And we try to imitate in every way, like our kind of vision, our way of being.
Nos sigue, por favor. Nos rige el concepto del summa causai, o sea, el buen vivir, que es una tradición de los pueblos andinos de Sudamérica.
So what guides us is the principle of summa causa, or the buen vivir, or good living, which is the indigenous Andean expression. It's an ancestral concept. Mm-hmm.
Sigue. Hemos repoblado de aves a raíz de que hemos mejorado mucho el espacio y ya las aves pueden vivir aquí en el sendero mágico.
We've improved our magic area, our magic path. As you can see, birds are coming back to the area.
Sigue. Las medicinas ancestrales también es una gran tarea que tenemos del reconocimiento del saber de los pueblos ancestrales.
Traditional medicines is a great way also to understand the importance of summa causa, the good living.
Bueno, y ya les conté un poco de la Casa Cultural, que es nuestro sitio de encuentro y nuestra sede.
We'll tell you a little bit about our cultural house and our headquarters.
Sigue, por favor. Eso ahí. Y una experiencia muy interesante que realizamos es el tema del muralismo. El muralismo, pero sobre todo el muralismo colectivo. Sigue, Colin, por favor.
Okay. So I want to just get to the another project that we have, which is our mural project, especially collective mural making.
Sigue. El muralismo, a través del muralismo colectivo tenemos la posibilidad de trabajar con la gente y de que la gente cuente sobre su propia realidad y que al final ellos sean quienes realizan el mural.
See, we work with people directly who tell us of their experience, and so this is what is manifest in the murals themselves.
Sigue. La obra, mi obra, o sea, mi trabajo pictórico trata de mostrar las realidades de nuestro pueblo, sus luchas, sus modos de vida, su resistencia.
So my work is that of showing the reality of the people, of my people, their resistance, the cultural, ethnic, religious aspects within the very context, the regional south of Western Colombia.
Es un estilo que integra el aspecto étnico, el aspecto ecológico y también las cosmovisiones y la identidad, por supuesto, de nuestros pueblos.
Right. So it's a style that emphasizes the ethnicities, the ecology, and the cosmovision of and identity.
Seguimos. Son muy abundantes las simbologías que son propias de nuestros pueblos, como el maíz, como el sol, como los bastones.
So here there's a lot of symbolism that is specific to our region, and that is the corn, the sun, and the bastón de mando, or the stick of authority, the staff of authority.
Bueno, unas imágenes, sigue, por favor.
So here's some images. Continue, please.
Bueno.
¿Sigo? Okay.
Sí, sigue.
Okay.
Eso. Y terminamos con esta que es una gran Pachamama. Mi trabajo está inspirado en todo ese legado, en todo ese saber de nuestros pueblos ancestrales, y por eso cerramos esta corta presentación con la Pachamama.
So we end with the great Pachamama, the Mother Earth, because it's she that is all these things interweave and are connected to or aligned with the Pachamama. So that is my short presentation to you.
Bueno, ahí quedan unos contactos, quedan unos enlaces para que si quieren conocer un poco más de nuestro trabajo. Y me encanta mucho este encuentro, y como decía, a través del arte podemos comunicarnos aún no necesariamente a través del lenguaje hablado.
Right. I love this meeting so much. There are some links that if you want to learn more, but I just love these kinds of these meetings up because art can do so much more communicating than just speaking. So.
Bueno, creo que nos acaba el tiempo. Muchas gracias. Un saludo para todos y todas. De verdad, muchas gracias.
Many thanks and many greetings to everyone. Muchas gracias, Jafet.
No, con mucho gusto.
Bueno, mucho gusto. Yeah, and then there'll be comments, I'm sure. Just read them because it's really great. And so wonderful. No. Well, up next is Deborah Silverstein. So I'm very much looking forward to hearing Deborah. She's written so many lovely songs on nature and the environment. And so bienvenida, Deborah, quien es una artista muy comprometida, ¿no? Especialmente con la ecología y la madre tierra. Bienvenida, Deborah.
Thank you. It's a pleasure and honor to be here with all of these amazing people from all these different parts of the globe, and I'm singing to you from Asheville, North Carolina, on original Native American Cherokee land, and I'm going to sing a song called "What Will Remain" that I was in part inspired to write after reading a book called Sapiens by a man named Yuval Noah Harari, exploring the history of our species, and in part talking about the incredible unlikelihood that this little fragile primate that we were hundreds of thousands of years ago came to be the one that is dominating our planet and leaving us with the awesome power and responsibility that we have. So this is What Will Remain. When the waves are crashing round us and the storm is at its height, and the undertow is pulling before dawn leaps from the night, we must remember the horizon out beyond our line of sight, and endeavor with all courage to keep swimming toward the light. Our fragile bodies, naked and slender, belie the power we now render, o'er land and sea the whole domain. It's we who decide what will remain. When our path ascends the mountain and the clouds are closing in, sowing seeds of fear within. We must remember the horizon out beyond our line of sight, and endeavor with all courage to keep climbing toward the light. Our fragile bodies, naked and slender, belie the power we now render, o'er land and sea the whole domain. It's we who decide what will remain. Our fragile bodies, naked and slender, belie the power we now render, o'er land and sea the whole domain. It's we who decide what will remain. What will remain? What will remain? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Deborah. That's so beautiful. Gracias, Deborah. Fue muy, muy bello, muy bonito. Muy bonito. Y gracias por estar aquí. Thank you for being here with us. Lo que nos queda, lo que nos quedará. See? What will remain. And next up, I believe we have Jen Dog Lone Wolf. Jen Dog Lone Wolf, she's performed lots of times before, and we're just really excited to have you back with us. Looking forward to what you have for us now. Bienvenida,
Hey.
Jen Dog.
Greetings, everybody. I'm up here in Utica, New York, actually not far from you, Colleen, on unceded Sioux Cherokee Iroquois land. And I'm going to present a video, so I'm going to share my screen and play a little bit of explanatory video in the beginning. And then the song is called Stop Red. So let me know if you can hear the...
Carbon trading is a scheme to privatize the sky and set up a trading mechanism whereby polluters can buy and sell permits to pollute even more. Specifically, RED is an offset mechanism which uses the forests in the global south as sponges for northern industrialized countries' pollution. So the idea is that if I grab these forests in the global south as sponges for my pollution, I can keep polluting in, say, California. RED is the pillar of what is being called the green economy, which is nothing more than capitalism of life.
My name's Tom Goldtooth. I'm the Executive Director of the Indigenous Environmental Network, and we're an international indigenous-based environmental justice and economic justice organization networking with indigenous peoples worldwide. We're based here in the belly of the beast of the United States. We're dealing with an emerging issue here that's really perverse. It involves the financial institutions of the world, the oligarchies of the world. It involves multinational corporations. It involves the northern countries, and specifically industrialized countries, pushing forward to a next level economic globalization that is nothing but privatization of nature.
RED, according to the United Nations, stands for Reducing Emissions from Deforestation and Forest Degradation. But really what RED means is reaping profits from evictions, land grabs, deforestation, and destruction of biodiversity.
The air is being traded off. It's becoming the private property of the industry.
RED is a plan to steal your future. It increases climate change. It makes global warming worse. It sends us over the cliff.
And in consultation with our medicine people, there was a consistency in their response that RED is a manipulation of the sacred, that is evil.
It'll be absolutely fundamental that youth educate themselves about the red menace and stand up and fight back in alliance with Indigenous peoples and local communities. Carbon trading is a scheme to privatize the sky and set up a trading mechanism whereby polluters can buy and sell permits to pollute even more.
Red is reaping profits on eviction from the hoods of global. They don't think we know though, what they do is worse than local. Deforestation, destruction of our mother earth. Father sky, acid rain, see how it hurts? Paris Accord is a crime against all humanity and indigenous with no defense. Crime against nature, the red menace. Polluters of the sky, filthy killers of the earth's tenants. Mama Africa, Mother Earth, sky defender. We don't need pretenders, we need the earth menders. No, 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 red, no, no, no. Capitalism of life, you need to go, go, go. We will all rise up, kiss the sky for sure. Continental grab, it's our land, not yours.
Red is the pillar of what is being called the green economy, which is nothing more than capitalism of life.
Our people's destinies are not determined by those who have been destroying us for centuries.
Fantastic, Jen Dog. Beautiful.
Thank you.
It's so amazing that because both Arlene and Jafet are, and I've witnessed it with my own eyes, these green deserts. Gracias, Jen Dog, porque Arlene y Jafet también viven en una zona donde estos desiertos verdes existen, ¿no? So, but Arlene and Jafet both live in the areas surrounded by green deserts, and they're horrible. They're just a lie. So every time you're using that, caja de Amazonas, right, Amazon box, it literally comes from the Amazon. So you better be careful and watch what you buy and get on it. Because
yeah, watch how you buy.
Oh yeah, or better just watch the buy go
work.
by. Perdón.
Yeah, and I was saying boycotts work. We need to employ boycotts. I just want to put that out there to everybody. Think about what your dollar is doing and what it's not doing. So, and thank you, Deborah. I didn't give you thanks and love, and everybody else who went before me. Thank y'all for having me.
Mm-hmm. Ella dice que boicotear sí sirve, sí funciona. ¿No? Y gracias a Débora por su canción de antes. Great. Gracias, Jen Dog. It just breaks my heart. So, I do not see Frida Jock here. Frida is a clan mother of the Turtle Nation, of the Onondaga Nation. She was to join us tonight. Something must have come up. So I give a shout out to her. The Onondaga Nation is close by here. Frida Jack iba a hablar. Ella es madre del clan de las tortugas de la nación Onondaga, pero entonces no sé qué ha pasado con ella, pero ella estamos pensando y como dije antes, estamos en el territorio Onondaga. So tal vez, maybe she'll be coming in late, so if she does, we'll bring her on. So then actually I'm going to pass it over to Waira now, who's going to introduce a couple more folks.
Gracias, Colleen. Yo estoy presentando a enteógen y explica qué es enteógen, es el ser y el estado interno. Y enteógen tiene una presentación de su obra, se llama Viajero. No pertenece a un lugar, entonces cambiamos un poco el estado de sentido en este evento porque estamos, en vez de andar en la tierra como una posesión, estamos dando cuenta desde nuestros adentros para llegar al autoconocimiento. Entonces, en inglés, enteogen is, ente is for the being, the entire being, and ogen is the leads to auto-realization or self-actualization. And they wish to remain anonymous for the purposes of this. And it dawned on me just yesterday about how many risk takers there are in the climate justice movements all around the world. Me llegó en la cabeza la idea que muchos de nosotros que hacemos actividad en los movimientos de justicia climática, que estamos tomando un gran riesgo porque a mirar la cara, a presentar nuestros hogares, presentar nuestras vidas, el riesgo a veces termina en muerte. And so it ends up in death. Sometimes it results in death to be a land defender, to be someone who is protecting the earth. So that's kind of why we're transitioning in this piece called Traveler, to go inside and overcome that prison that is imposed on us, to disconnect. So in reconnecting. Okay, so we'll play the video, and it's short. so breathe it in and out. Bueno, viajero. Respira adentro y ya.
Energéticamente inferior. Soy solo una mínima pieza del cosmos, tratando de enfrentar sus más altas leyes. Visualizo bienestar para todos los seres, deseando para ellos un tránsito tranquilo, no traumático, hacia la inevitable muerte simbólica que oculta la transmutación y nuevo aprendizaje. Despierto de mis cavilaciones y emerjo al mundo que he detestado solo por no haber renunciado a él. Tomo mi ser en su estado más simple y decido ser viajero, no atrapado en un tedioso ciclo, atento y consciente por necesidad, por placer de permanecer en peligro constante.
Yeah, so this is an easy job for anyone. Este no es un labor muy fácil para ninguno. And so thanks to Enteogen, Anónimo, but you can find more of Enteogen's work on Instagram. We have provided the link in the chat, so there is more work and out there, poems and drawings. So thank you, Enteogen. Okay, so ahora vamos a presentar a Liz Taub. Vio Lizzie is up next. And I had the pleasure of meeting her at one of these conventions that we have with People with Music Network. And yay, you're on board, Bio Lizzie.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. It was fun to meet you too in three-dimensionality, but we hope to see you again in the real world. But we're making do with Zoom and all the other social media. And thank you so much. Everyone's been amazing in that. Whoa, and Teofen, I really want to check out his Instagram. I'm going to follow him now. Wow. I was battling between like looking at the video and reading the words, and it was just incredible. And my presentation does involve the ocean as well. So we have a theme. Respecting our Mother Earth involves protecting our waters. So I just have a little intro and then we'll show a video. It's called We Are the Sea. It's the result of a collaboration between a friend, Simon Dyson, a writer and a political activist from Vancouver, British Columbia in Canada. And I wrote the music, and I play fiddle and sing on the video, the song. This is a protest song to protect our oceans and prevent corporate greed. Simon just informed me today, actually, that the battle to stop the tankers on the British Columbian coast has been successful at this point, but we have to keep up the fight and continue to protect our waters. My friend Diana Scalera, she's a wonderful videographer. She donated her wonderful talents because she believes in fighting to protect the oceans and keep our oceans clean. And my sister Rebecca Taub's artwork is presented in this video as well. Rob Tauba, no relation to me. He produced and played on this song as well. He did a fantastic job. Thank you so much, Rob Tauba. Our other friends did sing and play, and even New York City Labor Chorus is in the video showing their fight. Let's see, I want to just thank everyone who helped bring this project to fruition. Please, I hope you enjoy the video and appreciate the message and share. You could always go to biology.com to see it again, as well as other social activist protest songs and other things that I do. So thank you all so much. Do you have the video, Ben?
Sure do.
Thank you so much, everybody. I'll mute now, I guess.
Sand haze shortening all our days. In your anything for $1 razor wire ways. Stop blowing smoke and listen, this goes deeper than the oceans. Our spirits soar above the shoreline. We are the sea, can't let this be. 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 Sea captains say it's not okay. 100-foot waves send sailors to watery graves. The heck gets straight with winter's weight. Guaranteed fail, said the humpback whale. We are the sea, can't let this be. 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 No, no, we won't stand by. The eagle and the war canoe cry. The orca and the otter meet us on open waters. Baby beluga, dolphin and tuna. The sea is our mother, the seals are brothers. We must keep them safe. We are the sea, can't let this be. sunsets glow, red sky delight, birds and sailors alike. No more super tankers, there'll be no bankers. The will of the world will be upheld. We are the sea, can't let this be. 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 Haven't you heard of Burnaby Narrows, densest patch of light on this spinning blue planet? First people coast sailish, save the salmon and shellfish. CEOs lie and lie, don't care that life will die. How can truth speak to such manipulators of reality? Is nothing sacred? This is insanity. We can't stand by as oceans die. What would Chief Dan George say? You know he'd say no. No. You know he'd say no. We are the sea, can't let this be. 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 We are the sea, can't let this be.
Thank you all so much. Appreciate your watching. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of the night, and please, you could, to call to action on my website. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vio Lizzie.
Thank you.
Awesome. Sounded great. Muy bien. Me encantó. Mm-hmm. Wonderful. So it's my pleasure now to move on to another invited guest, special guest. Es un placer, ¿no? Presentar a nuestro otro invitado especial. His name is Arlen Segura, and he also is a dear friend. And he lives not too far from Jafet, so in a different area, but it's quite close, and they know each other a lot. Arlen Segura is also different. Besides being a wonderful troubadour for his beloved territory in Cauca, Colombia, Arlen is an incredible farmer and educator, reclaiming seeds and traditional ways of working the land, always with a big heart and reverence for the earth. In the midst of the green deserts and corporate incursion, Arlen's work and music carry messages so crucial for the planet. Arlen también es un gran amigo, pero también es un cantautor y maravilloso para su territorio querido en Cauca, Colombia. Y además de cantar, Arlen es un campesino y que educa y que reclama la semilla y las maneras tradicionales de trabajar la tierra, siempre con un corazón muy grande y una reverencia por la madre tierra. Y en el medio del desierto verde y de incursión corporativa, ¿no? al trabajo de Arlen y su música nos da un mensaje muy importante y muy crucial para el planeta. Entonces, bienvenido, Arlen. Welcome, Arlen Segura.
No es la madre naturaleza la que necesita de nosotros. Somos nosotros la que necesitamos de ella.
We need
Por lo
Mother
tanto,
Earth. She doesn't need us.
cuidarla, protegerla y mantenerla es un deber y una obligación de todos los que habitamos esta casa.
To care for her is our duty for everyone who inhabits her house.
Quiero, antes de iniciar con mi presentación, agradecer la invitación que me hacen para estar en este espacio.
Before I begin, I'd like to thank everyone for giving me the space here.
Me siento muy animado, me siento muy emocionado de saber que como campesino puedo, a través de la música y de la poesía, hablarle al mundo a través de este medio.
I'm so happy that as a small farmer, I can present through this means. I can present my music. I'm a campesino. How many of you know the term campesino? Yeah, I think it's coming. Campesino is comes in. It's not really a good translation in English because it's peasant doesn't do. That's the word. That's the archaic word peasant. But so we use the term small farmer.
Mi presentación se hace en medio de un momento histórico para nuestra región. Hay campesinos e indígenas ocupando en este momento el desierto verde y llevamos casi un mes escuchando explosiones de los grupos armados queriéndolos desalojar.
So this is a historical moment. Right now, actually in all of Colombia is very mobilized. As I'm stepping out of my translator role to say, Colombia is doing amazing organization work. The whole country is mobilized. And in Arlen says that it's a historical moment because indigenous people are taking over the green deserts, and we hear armed groups trying to rout them out. We hear the explosions and the fighting.
Mi poesía se llama Tiempos y Herencia, para todos con mucho cariño.
It's called Time and Legacy, brought to you with a lot of affection and love.
Hubo un tiempo, ese hermoso tiempo que mi memoria aún recuerda, cuando los puercos eran libres posando el tractor por la huerta, cuando maíz y racimo de plátano en el patio había para que la gallina comiera, en el que volamos cucarrones con un hilo en las patas, cual dron de la época, cuando jugamos al escondite americano, mis aguinaldos, zapatico de oro y la lleva, cuando se nos alborotaron las lombrices de jenchil, guamas, pitayas y en la ramada panela, en el que nos guasquearon con verbena para quitarnos la pereza, en el que rezamos antes de acostarnos y en el trabajo para que Dios nos protegiera, cuando brincamos y relinchamos horqueteados en un palo cual caballo de la feria, en el que atravesamos guabinos por las agallas que con nombre de la sarta conociéramos, en el que peinábamos a las gallinas y al perrito aparejábamos con un rastra de leña, en el que construimos nuestras casas con hojas de plátano, cinchos, ramas y horquetas. Ese mismo tiempo, tal vez que hoy no tengo certeza de que vuelva, cuando no nos dejaron títulos, sino la tierra como herencia, cuando no nos avergonzábamos del campo como hoy en día sucediera, cuando al hacer la primera comunión se terminaba la escuela para volvernos al jornal para cuidar los animales y aprender a hacer la siembra, cuando no conocimos el veneno ni el fertilizante y en la finca había comida por donde quiera, ese mismo tiempo, aquel hermoso tiempo que mi memoria aún conserva, el que ha sido arrebatado por la famosa tecnología y criticas esas cosas modernas, que hoy nos sacan del campo aborreciendo el trabajo en la tierra, nos ha llevado a pensar la manera en que se pudiera devolver a esas prácticas que familia y creatividad despiertan, que empecemos de la mano de los hijos que Dios algún día nos diera y a preparar el abono orgánico para darle nutriente a la tierra. Con la fuerza y la voluntad del joven que la experiencia complementan y con el aporte femenino que da diversidad y belleza, que revolvamos la mierdita de vaca, del puerco y de la yegua, que apliquemos microorganismos de la madre naturaleza, que entre sudor y fatiga terminemos la faena, felices de que ya tenemos elementos para la siembra y algo tan importante, el conocimiento como herencia, para no dejarnos robar nuestra identidad ni nuestra esencia y dar gracias a nuestros hijos por acompañar esta apuesta de la lucha campesina y continuar la resistencia para que cuando ese día que estemos con las quijadas tiesas, el orgullo de ser campesino les circule por sus venas y que sea una bendición haber nacido en esta tierra. A continuación, quiero presentar una canción que escribí precisamente para este espacio, para este planeta en crisis.
So I'll continue with a song that I wrote specifically for this night about a planet in crisis.
Se llama Se fue el arroyito.
It's called The Little Stream Is Gone.
Yo tenía ya en mi vereda un arroyito bonito que serpentea en la montaña y atraviesa los caminos, que va bajando la loma, irrigando sembradíos, con agüita cristalina que beben los campesinos, donde se bañan los niños y también los pajaritos. Lo había cuidado mi abuelo manteniendo el bosquecito, que sembró matas de guadua, de nacedero y cachimbos, donde vivía la ardilla, la guagua y el armadillo, testigos de la vivencia, de la leyenda y los mitos, y de ser abundante hoy solo queda un poquito. Con el paso de los años y todo estando tranquilo, apareció el empresario con dinero en sus bolsillos, proponiendo el desarrollo que antes no se ha vivido y prometiendo el salario y educación para los niños a cambio de nuestra tierra que nos ha mantenido. Empezaron con la tala, acabando lo nativo, envenenaron la tierra, plantando el monocultivo, y trajeron maquinaria para hacer rentable el cultivo, desconociendo el empleo que antes han prometido, y solo quedan las piedras antes donde corre el río. Hoy me embarga la nostalgia y hasta vergüenza he sentido por la ambición al dinero en lo que nos convertimos. Acabamos lo diverso trayendo el desequilibrio y nos acecha la muerte que se disfraza de virus, y a pesar de lo evidente aún no hemos entendido que cuidar este planeta será el mejor camino. Y tengo aquí el símbolo de la resistencia de los pueblos, de la resistencia campesina, de los que soñamos que es posible construir diferente y de los que nos abrazamos con esas expresiones bonitas de todos los artistas que me han antecedido. Un abrazo.
And I have here the corn, a symbol of resistance of our campesinos. And I just want to give a big, big hug to everyone here. Gracias, Jafet.
Arlene.
Arlene, digo. Jafet ya habló. Gracias, Arlene. Ay, Dios mío. Y saludos a Judy y toda la familia también.
Sí.
Aquí
están.
Sí.
Aquí están. Hay algunos compañeros del territorio colectivo también que han escuchado la interpretación. Y les enviamos un saludo y gracias, Colin, por esta invitación tan bonita.
Oh, sí, con mucho gusto, encantada. Sí, he said that there were some people from the territory listening also. Everyone was there. And I was going to say the translations are available for those of you, because the translation, it's just the words are very beautiful, the lyrics. So thank you again, Arlene. And up next, we have a wonderful performer whose music I have listened to for many years. And so it's great to have you. Please welcome Michelle Schacht. Es un honor presentarle a Michelle Schacht. Es una cantante cuya música he escuchado por muchos años. Bienvenido, Michelle Schacht.
Gracias, Pauline. Arlen, gracias por su canción. Es muy lindo. I love poetry for the cause of resistance, because the gift of metaphor says so much that goes beyond just the words spoken. And this song is called Pompeii because, of course, the people built a village at the foot of a volcano. Perhaps they were telling themselves that it was a mountain, but when the volcano erupted, they learned very quickly that the unsustainability of their choices meant that everyone died, and they were buried under the ash, not under the lava, but the ash. And so when they excavated, they found some very shocking, startling facts about the things that people tried to do to survive this apocalyptic event. I would like to ask you to sing along. I don't know if it's possible if you've done that, but if you take your mics off mute, there's our G chord, the root. And I've broken it down into the root, third, fifth, and tonic. And I'm gonna kind of break y'all into 4 groups. So if your name starts A through F, I'd like the root note, la. And if your name's G through M, to hit the third, la. And N through S, if your first name starts with N through S, give me the fifth, la, la. And then the tonic, the octave will go if your name is T through Z. La. But that's at the very end of the song. So let me show you the coro. La 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 La, 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 la. Pretty simple. It'll come around a couple of times. So when I say coro, that's your cue. Everybody sing that chorus. All you good people of Pompeii, most likely to your dying day, the fallen ash and molten rain are likely to remain dubious when told it came from your Vesuvius, your beautiful Vesuvius. La 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 la. Won't someone tell me why Pompeii? When we know what we know today, you do not lack for an informant of a volcano lying dormant. That's not a mountain, you're Vesuvius, beautiful Vesuvius. Coro, y'all, here we go. La 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 la. You able-bodied of Pompeii, will leave behind in flagrante a helpless woman giving birth at the same moment that the earth erupts from your beautiful Vesuvius. Won't someone tell me what belies the fate of a broken democratic state with all this corporate compromise wrapped in orgiastic lies, with the top about to blow? Still, how little do we know? So roll over in your graves, all you good people of Pompeii, to your dying day. I can hear you say, Coro! La 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 Okay, get ready for our big chord. Ready? La 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 la. La 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 la. Hold the root, y'all.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Michelle. That's a song that's got, they say in Spanish, pegajosa. It's catchy. Yeah. And yeah, before I pass it on to Waira to finish us out with the emceeing, I just want to say that thank you for just being here. And I know we've gone a little over time, but not too much, because we really made room for translation. And I just want to tell you a little anecdote. Quería decirles una anécdota sobre el español. And that was my friend, my dear friend, Jolie Rickman, presente. She had a dream when we played music together, and she said, Carl, I had a dream last night. And the answer to all the world's problems was written across the sky. And I go, oh yeah? I go, what was it? She said, Spanish. So ella soñó que español fue la respuesta a todos los problemas del mundo. En su sueño. Okay, Wyra, take it away.
Yeah, good job. Thank you. It's so great to meet Michelle and Colleen too for the story, el cuento sobre sueños también. Tenemos ese derecho siempre. We have that right always. Ahora vamos a presentar a Seth Patel with the asking. We're going to present Seth Patel with the asking. And, oh, yay, and a whole family. It looks like they have their shirts on. You might comment on that, but welcome. How are you guys?
We're so great. Thank you so much for having us.
Wow. Yeah.
Tremendous to follow Michelle Schock and so many other incredible singer-songwriters.
I think we're in for a treat though. We saved the best. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say that.
Well, I'll just mention that es una canción que están cantando mis hijas y mi esposa y yo. Y estamos en Oakland, California. Es Tierra Ohlone y es una canción sobre la crisis climático y también la crisis de inmigración en este país. This is a song that my wife and kids sing with me about encouraging them to ask big questions and take strong action against some of the biggest issues like the climate crisis, the crisis of immigration. And we do it through the migration of the monarch butterfly, which is seeing a collapse in the Western US. So thank you very much. And to these tremendous singers, MCs, and also I think Ben is gonna cue up the video.
You betcha.
And now we present the asking.
Better start practicing, telling them the truth. There'll be no end to the asking. What did or didn't you do? And butterflies began vanishing. Where were you?
Where are the ones we raised in our yard on milkweed with the shooting stars? How did their numbers fall so far? What happened to one on us?
Better start practicing, telling them the truth. There'll be no end to the asking. What did or did you do? When butterflies began vanishing, where were you?
What are they saying on the radio station? Where are these fires and why are they raging? What is the climate and why is it changing? And what does this Oh, but only 2 people did it.
Wow, that's amazing. I can't say enough. That was so good. You guys did all great, and everyone joining together and harmony and everything, rhythm, and technical skills of the video too, with the butterflies flying around. It was really is really special. Yeah, that was great. That was so wonderful. And making a joyful sound is important in these times, of course, when we're feeling so down. So about what everything mentioned, the wildfires and the extinctions. So thank you so much. Whew. So next we have music out front, and then Paul Kaplan. But first we'll have music out front, and their song is called "Keep It in the Ground." Welcome, Anne.
Hi.
Hi,
everybody. It's such an honor to be here after all these beautiful and moving and thoughtful performances. So I'm Ann Goodwin. I'm in Arlington, Massachusetts. That's in the Mystic River watershed on Massachusetts land. So I'm sharing with you a song sung by the group Music Out Front. Our purpose is to lead music at rallies and events and actions, and I wrote this song for that use. This is a video taken on my back porch yesterday. So the song is called Keep It in the Ground. You are very welcome to sing along. Muted, you'll catch on right away. I think Ben has the video.
1, 2, 3, 4. What do we do with fossil fuel? Keep it in the ground. What do we do with fossil fuel? Keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground. Don't dig it up and don't drill down, just keep it in the ground. We don't need no tar sands oil. Keep it in the ground. We don't need no tar sands oil. Keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground. Don't dig it up and don't drill down, just keep it in the ground. What do we do with methane gas? Keep it in the ground. What do we do with methane gas? Keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground. Don't dig it up and don't drill down, just keep it in the ground. What do we do with dirty coal? Keep it in the ground. What do we do with dirty coal? Keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground. Don't dig it up and don't drill down, just keep it in the ground. We don't need no pipelines, keep it in the ground. We don't need no pipelines, keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground, keep it in the ground. Don't dig it up and don't drill down, just keep it in the ground. For our children's future, keep it in the ground. For our children's future, keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground. Don't dig it up and don't drill down, just keep it in the ground. Standing strong together, keep it in the ground. Standing strong together, keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground. Don't dig it up and don't drill down, just keep it in the ground. I said don't dig it up and don't drill down, just keep it in the ground.
¡Woo! Yeah, qué buena. Se levanta los espíritus. It lifts our spirits. And that's what we, yeah, I don't need to say it. No necesito decirlo. Todos estos performances son increíbles, son muy buenas. Bueno, especialmente me gustó la fuerza del coro. Que muchas de las madres y las abuelitas también están experienciando están encarcelados por estas y para evitar ese mentalidad de cerrarse y deprimirse, hay que cantar, hay que compartir. The spirit is, being lifted is such a great positive thing, especially because these older beings, the grandmothers, the mothers are, and the aunties are being arrested so often and so brutally at the front lines of the movement. So. And did you have any last words? I know we're a little bit over, but I feel like it's really important.
Well, I just think that if you can carry music into an action, into what you're doing, you know, as you say, it lifts the spirits, it unifies people. You know, we know this in People's Music Network. So please take this song or other songs with you when you go places and are standing up.
Thank you, gracias. Lleva todas estas canciones, siéntense libre y llevar las canciones a otros sitios, otros lugares. Qué bueno. Entonces ahora vamos a cerrar el evento por fin con Paul Kaplan, Casa en Fuego. Oh, sí. The house on fire is Paul Kaplan's song. Welcome back, Paul.
Thank you, Wyra, and thank you, mothers out front. That was really, really a great message and beautifully delivered. So thanks for bringing that to us. So I've got a brand new song, which is, I guess you'd call it granular because it has a lot of fancy words, $20 words in it. But I think it's important. This is many ways that people are working to save our planet. And it has a chorus, which I think, I hope is catchy. No one's ever sung it before, so this will be the first time. Do not unmute, but sing along if you like. It goes like this. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. Together we can put out the flames again. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. Together we can put out the flames. Around the world we're finding new solutions, how to stop this carbon pollution. Grab a bucket and join the revolution. Together we can put out the flames. Batteries are getting stronger and stronger, putting out the juice for longer and longer. Burning fossil fuels gets wronger and wronger. Together we can put out the flames. Here we go. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. Together we can put out the flames. Solar panels are getting less expensive. Geothermal is getting more extensive. Multiple solutions, let's be comprehensive. Together we can put out the flames. Agri-solar is truly amazing. Vegetables growing, sheep gently grazing, staying real cool while the sun is a-blazing. Together we can put out the flames. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. Together we can put out the flames. Plant 1 trillion trees, that's a good number, to take the carbon and put it in slumber. Make new buildings out of the lumber. Together we can put out the flames. Vibrating turbines protect the bird migrators, creating the power to turn the generators that heat our houses with electric radiators. Together we can put out the flames. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. Together we can put out the flames. Don't you agree it's a sensible notion to put tidal turbines in every ocean or any place else where the water's in motion? Together we can put out the flames. You don't need a motorboat, it's more fun to paddle. We make less methane when we eat fewer cattle. We'll need every weapon to win the battle, so together we can put out the flames. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. Together we can put out the flames. Innovation is growing by the hour. Let's be good gardeners and help make it flower, and never stop pushing the people in power. Together we can put out the flames. Zero carbon, now we demand it. Our movement is big, but we've got to expand it. Pick up a pail and to your neighbor hand it. Together we can put out the flames. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. Together we can put out the flames. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. Together we can put out, we've really got to put out. Together we can put out the flames. Thank you. Thanks so much for letting me be part of this. What a great evening.
Woo! Fetch a pail of water. Together we can put out the flames. Yay! Any words, Colleen?
Just wonderful. We have done it. We have gone through the evening, and you know, it's been really, really terrific having everyone here. Gracias a todos que que han estado escuchando desde Facebook y fuera de Zoom. Y gracias por venir, y lo hemos hecho, hemos cumplido con la meta de hoy, de esta noche. Sí, y muchas felicidades a todos los y las y les que han presentado. Thank you to everyone who's presented, especialmente, en especial nuestros invitados particulares, no especiales. Jafet Gómez es el artista, no el cantante. Pues sí canta también, pero bueno. Y Arlene Segura oh my God, es con los nombres. Frida, quien no pudo estar, pero ella estaba con nosotros, seguro. Y los otros invitados cuyos nombres.
Sí, en Teógenes.
Chief Johnny Bob. Oh, gracias.
Yes,
gracias.
and Chief Johnny Bob. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And Zandro for his mission.
Sandro.
Yeah, but still, thank you for Chief Johnny Bob for being here.
That was so beautiful
arranging
to
that.
begin that. Yeah.
Making this event a trilingual.
Mm-hmm.
At least. We're just full of languages.
And you know, we had such a good response to this evening that we're going to have another event with different artists on the 9th of September. And porque esto fue tan exitoso, había mucha gente que querían presentar, pero no pudimos caberlos todos. Entonces tenemos una segunda noche el 9 de septiembre. Entonces espero que puedan ver, o si conocen a otros artistas a quienes les gustaría presentar, especialmente los que en otros países, por ejemplo, avísanos. Y muy bien, Ben, maybe I would just introduce you to just speak a little bit about some upcoming events. This is Ben Grosscup. Voy a presentar a Ben Grosscup, quien es el director de People's Music Network. So thank you so much. And I don't know, I mean, it's a little late. Maybe we should just probably end. I know it's been a long time. So, but Ben, I give you the...
Thank you. Thank you so much. I got to say thank you to Waira, to Colleen, to Erland, to Marcy. We had an incredible team that came together to make this event happen. And I just wonder if I can put the other ones on screen here while we thank them. Can we put Erland and Marcy? Well, Marcy had to go, but we had incredible work behind the scenes doing translation. That was one of the coolest things about this, is that two languages well represented, and we actually got to, people who speak just one or the other of those languages were able to get something out of both of these events. And here was Erland helping us throughout the evening with posting and also organizing. I did want to just briefly mention, while folks are tuned in right now, like Colleen said, we are going to do another event on September 9th. There were so many people who wanted to share music and poetry about this climate crisis that we are in. And I'm going to be, if you're following the PMN Facebook page, or if you're got emails about tonight, you're going to get emails about that follow-up event in just over 2 weeks. And I just want to tell you about a few other things real quick. If you go to the PMN website, which I have pulled up right here, you're going to be able to actually see events, online events. You go there, and then there's all these other workshops that we're doing as well. Like, for instance, how to be a troubadour in the age of crowdsourcing, which is a 3-part workshop series that's being led by David Rovix. And our next session is on September 2nd. And then also Marcy Boyd, who was one of the organizers for tonight, along with Steve Deasy, is going to be doing a workshop, If I Had a Song, workshopping songs in progress that have a political edge. We do events like this all the time through the People's Music Network, and so glad to have so many of you with us. So I think probably enough said for the live stream. I'll cut the live stream there, and then for the 17 folks who are still in the Zoom room right now, we can hang out a little bit and maybe have a little Q&A, a little conversation.